Hi everybody and welcome back to some more Assetto Corsa here on this channel. I'm KPG-GOONER here, and in today's video guys we're having a look at the new update that's just been released at 1.12, and there's a new Porsche pack of Volume 3 to have a look at. So we've got some new cars and some fixes to the game, which is absolutely brilliant. Right, I'm just going to get into a few of the fixes and some of the new stuff that's been added to the game. We're going to have a look at the cars in today's video, plus I'm going to do a race in one of them. So we've got loads to have a look at, so let's get straight into it guys. So here we go. Right guys, let's have a look at some of the tweaks that they've made to the game. Now this update doesn't include private lobbies guys. I've heard it may be on the next patch, which is a shame because it's something that everyone's crying out for. But they have fixed the damage and repair system and that's been improved. So as a result, collisions will now appear more realistic, which is good. Various 3D models have been tweaked and improved, including that of the cockpit. Now they've added some new special events, and this is something that loads of people were crying out for. So we got 15 new events on the Red Pack DLC, 13 on the Porsche Pack Volume 2 and 12 on the Porsche Pack Volume 3, which is absolutely fantastic. Now all the new Porsches they've added on the Porsche Pack Volume 3 are down at the bottom of the screen, but we will be having a look at these in a second guys. Plus there is a free car that they've added with the update, so everyone gets another free car. I'm not sure whether it's going to be one everyone's going to be go wow, but it's a free car. But I know that a lot of people are going to still be disappointed. A lot of people want extended replays. They want private lobbies. Fingers crossed, guys, that is going to come very soon. But we've got to just go with what we've got. Now, 7 more Porsches. I'm not sure how many I'm going to try out over the next couple of weeks. So I'll try and pick out some of the best ones. But if you guys want to see loads more of Assetto Corsa on the channel, I don't mind, and I will make sure that I try and do more videos on some of these cars. But we're just going to jump into having a look at these cars and the specs, and then I'm going to just pick one of them guys, and then I'm going to race it for the first time with no adjustments to see what it's like. So let's just jump into this now guys. Right guys, the first car on the Porsche pack of Volume 3 is the Porsche 911 GT3 Coupe 2017. This car's got 485 brake horsepower. It looks bloody great guys. I love the GT3 cars. There's actually another version of this which we're just going to have a look at now guys. Let's get straight into that. So here we go. And the other version is the Porsche 911 GT3R 2016. This one's got slightly more brake horsepower, but we will be trying both of these out just to see what the difference is. But they look awesome, and I love GT3 cars. So that's a definite must have a look at. And next on the list, guys, is the Porsche 919 Hybrid 2016. And as you know, guys, I love these sort of vehicles. So this one is probably definitely going to be tried out. 900 brake horsepower. 2.2 0 to 100, super quick, super fast. I'm going to race this for sure. Right, let's get into the next car on the Porsche Pack Volume 3. Right guys, the next car on the list is the Porsche 908 LH. Now this thing looks absolutely brilliant. I love those sort of cars, and I bet you that sounds awesome. Now this has only got 350 brake horsepower, but I bet it's fun to drive. And we've got a similar vehicle next on this Porsche pack as well. We'll get into it now. The Porsche 917K, another awesome looking car, but this one's got 600 brake horsepower. I'll bet you that's super quick and very powerful. Definitely going to try this one out as well. It's looking like I'm going to have to try all of them, guys. Looking through the list, they look absolutely brilliant. And the next car is the awesome Porsche 911R, another awesome car. It looks like it's going to be super quick with that 500 brake horsepower. Definitely one to try out. So let's get straight into the next one. So here we go. And the next one, guys, is the Porsche 911 Turbo S. Another extremely powerful car, and I guarantee this one is going to be fun to drive as well. I'd love one of these in real life. Oh my god, what a vehicle, and I love that colour as well. Right guys, and the free car with the update today is the Porsche Macan Turbo. Now it's not one of those cars that I'm going to be really hot on trying out. It doesn't really appeal to me, these sort of vehicles, but it's a free car for those that haven't got any of the Porsche packs. Right guys, we're going to jump in and try a car in today's video, so let's get straight into that now guys. So here we go. Right guys, the car I've decided to try out first is the Porsche 911 GT3 Coupe 2017. Now we've already had a look at the specs. Now this is the lower brake horsepower one out of the two versions of this car. Let's choose a livery. Let's get something a little bit more colourful. Oh, those are quite nice. Oh, there's quite a few to choose from. I think I'll go for the Oh, let's go for the lime green. That looks awesome. Now we're going to race this round Silverstone 1967, the historic circuit. So let's get straight into it, guys. So here we go. Right, guys, also let me know in the comments below what fixes that you still want to see on Assetto Corsa that they still haven't addressed. I know that everyone's probably going to say private lobbies, but I have heard that that may be on the next patch. So that we've just got to be grateful with the fixes that they've made in today's episode. I know it's a slow process, but then Project Cars was like this. Let's hope that with the new games coming out like Gran Turismo Sport and Project Cars 2, they don't make the same errors where there's loads of things they need to change right from the beginning. Right, let's get into today's race. Let's test this car out without changing any of the settings. This could be a good one, so let's get straight into it, guys. Right, guys, so here we go, trying out the Porsche 911 GT3 Cup 2017. I'm hoping this car to be good. It looks absolutely awesome. I love the cockpit and the dials. It looks absolutely brilliant. Let's see if we can get a good start. I've got no idea how grippy this car's going to be. We haven't made any adjustments. It's pulled off pretty quick. Let's try and get a nice turn into this first corner and see how much grip we've got. Oh God, it doesn't feel too bad, and it's absolutely bobbing around as I try and put my foot down. Oh my God, really struggling to fight with the car as it's trying to get gripped. I might have to turn down the force feedback. I've got it up quite high actually, and again, oh my God. Right, let's see what it's like into this corner. Let's just drop it down a couple of gears. Just feeling what it's like. Let's try and get some heat in those tyres before we start pushing it. We've got 5 laps in this race, and I'm going to try and get to the front, try and get on the podium. If we can get in the top 3, that would be awesome, but it's all about just trying out these cars. Like I said, this is there's 2 different versions of this vehicle. We will try out both of them. Right, let's try and get in the inside. Can we take a place here? Drop it down to 3rd gear. Try and hold it. It does feel very grippy, but it does bob around. The suspension's going up and down at the front, just fighting with the car as it's trying to get grip. Right, let's see if we can go up the inside. Can we take another place in this corner? I think we might be able to. Yes, just hold it around that corner. Oh God, it feels absolutely brilliant. Now this car feels very sturdy without any adjustments. We're racing on the factory settings as well, but the leader of the race is really pulled away, so we're going to have to try and catch, just try and get in the slipstream. And this is coming towards the end of the first lap, and this car feels pretty good and very stable without any adjustments, so that's always a good positive. And I must admit, some of the GT3 cars on Assetto Corsa have been absolutely amazing, and that's one of the main positives. Sorry, I've got a stinking cold if you can hear that, guys. I'm sorry if you can hear me sniffling a bit. Right, let's try and hold it into that corner and try and get a little bit closer. We're starting to close down on the car in front, which is absolutely brilliant. The lead is really bombing away, but you always find that on this game. I find that you get a group that pulls away from the main pack, and you always get one that starts just a gap in the rest of us. So I'm going to have to try and get past these 2 if I want to catch up the car in front, because I've only put it on 5 laps, and we're going to get a little bit too far behind. So we're going to have to try and close down. Let's use a lot of slipstream to get lap times down as well. We're running pretty quick on this 2nd lap, which is awesome. Let's see if we can dive up the inside. Don't make any contact. Oh, that was a clean pass. Just managed to turn it. Oh my God, lost the front end a little bit there as I tried to accelerate out that corner, but we got away with it. So this car is very forgiving, even on the standard setup. Let's try and hold it through that corner, hold the speed. Still getting a little bit of slipstream here, and we're closing on 2nd place, but the leader of the race is probably just getting a little bit too far ahead, I think. So we're going to have to try and get past this one very, very soon if we want to try and catch the other car in the remaining laps. Let's see if we can take a good line through here, drop it down to 5th, hold it round the corner. Should be enough grip in this car, and yes it is. It's got enough grip to fly around that corner, and we've hit a 129.7. I'm not sure if that's going to be anywhere near the quickest lap running, but it was a much better lap. Oh, and again it's bobbing around. It is jumping around everywhere. Right, so we didn't get the fastest lap in the race, so let's see if we can improve on this lap. If we can improve on each lap as the tyres have got loads of heat, and they are feeling a little bit more grippy into the corners as well. Oh God, just look at the car bumping around everywhere. I'm trying to put my foot down as much as I can, but you find when you put it down fully, it does bob around a lot. So I'm going to have to gradually accelerate out the corners just to get the traction and not to lose control of the car. Right, let's slow it down into this corner, and we are closing down on the leader, which is absolutely brilliant. We're running about half a second quicker than the previous lap, which is awesome. So we are showing improvement on this third lap. Let's see if we can get a bit closer going into the remaining laps. I think we've got a good chance of maybe getting a win in this race and this first experience in the Porsche 911 GT3 Cup 2017. So this, I'm not sure whether this is the last Porsche pack that they're adding. I think it may be. I'm not sure whether there's any more DLC packs coming, but we have got a decent range of cars on this game now. They just need to add maybe a few more tracks, and obviously the private lobbies, which everyone is crying out for. Right, hold it through there. And was that our fastest lap of the race? I think we might have dropped a little bit of time, but let's see if we can just carry on going. And we held a little bit more speed through that corner. But yes, we've hit the fastest lap of the race, so we've got a 1:28.9. That's absolutely brilliant. So we have got the fastest lap of the race on this fourth lap. Now we just got to try and find a way of getting past this leader. So let's see if we can just try and choose the right time to get past, because he's holding some decent lines into the corners. Let's try and slowly accelerate out that corner, try and to keep maximum grip, because as we go on, the tyres are going to start wearing, so we've got to be careful with that. And we have dropped a little bit of time, and we've got no cars sitting behind us, so we can really try and push the car into these corners and not worry about any cars flying up the inside or coming around the outside. Right, holding it through that corner, that's awesome. But we have really dropped the time, so we're definitely running faster than the car in front, but that's why we need to get past him. So we're coming towards the end of the fourth lap, and we're going to have one lap to go, and that's going to be the lap where we need to get past this car. If we can just choose our time to get past him, we've got to make sure that we make a clean pass, because I've had loads of races on this game where I've got to the final car and I've gone for a risky pass and they've just clipped the back end and it's spun me out. So I'm going to make sure that I've got a clear runway past him, and just I'm going to take it. So let's just try and hold the speed around this corner. We've dropped over a second and a half on this lap, so we really dropped some time, but that could be due to tyre wear as well. Right, let's hold it through this next corner. Let's try and go a little bit quicker into this corner, see if we can get past him in the next left-hand turn. We're getting really close to him. We might be able to get past him in this part of the circuit before we turn into that right-hander. Let's try and get a nice line. We're going to try and dive up the inside here. Is he going to take a tighter line? Let's go for it. Oh no, I don't think I would have got past, and he turned really tight into that corner. And again, there's cars bouncing around everywhere as I try to accelerate out that corner. We're going to have to get past him in the next couple of corners. I don't want to leave it to the last remaining corner, because that's always a difficult corner to take cars on, and it's probably the one that, if I remember, that got spun out in my last race round here. Right, let's try and take a decent line through here, and we should be able to get nice and close. Oh my god, it's bobbing around everywhere. Right, we're going to try and get past him in this corner. Let's try and get a bit closer, trying to get a bit of slipstream. Let's see if we can dive up the inside. He's going to slow down now. Right, let's go for it. Drop it down to third gear and hold it, hold it. Yes, we got past him nice and clean, but he's probably going to take make an attempt to get past in these last couple of corners, so we're going to have to keep it nice and tight. Hold the speed through there, up to 6th gear in a minute. Yes, up to 6th gear, and we're going to hold it. Right, we're going to have to drop it down to 5th as we take this last corner and just try and hold the speed nice and tight and take it to the finish line. I think we're going to take a victory, and yes we do. Awesome, so we take a victory, and that's our first experience in one of the first cars on this Porsche Pack Boiling 3, and I absolutely love this car, guys. Absolutely brilliant. I can't wait to try out the next version. But I'm also going to leave you a replay, guys, of the last couple of laps there, because I thought that was absolutely brilliant. That car holds the roads brilliantly without any adjustments on the factory settings. So that's definitely going to be a car that I'm going to be trying out, possibly online. And I can see a lot of people liking this one as well. But you never know, the other version may be better. So here's a replay, guys. Enjoy it, and I will see you very soon. Bye-bye.